Today I want to talk to you for just a minute about where we are in this whole COVID process and getting back to normal and all that, because there's been some brand new information that we received just a few days ago from Google. You may have heard about it on the news. But Google just came out a few days ago and said they're going to continue everyone work from home until next July, right? So that's a whole nother year from now. And you could have just heard that and maybe you didn't think much of it. But if you process that a little bit, what does that say about what Google thinks is going to happen, okay? And as I thought about it, I realized, hey, Google really has a lot of information, right? They have all of our search information. They're a big company. They've got lots and lots of resources, but mainly they're an information company. So when they say they're gonna do work from home for another year from here, that is something we should probably think about because they do have some great information. And it causes us to think about, hey, what's your plan for your operation going forward? How long do you think this is gonna last? Do you think things are gonna be, it's kind of jagged right now what's going on. All right, certain places were in lockdown, now they're not. Certain places now are in some level of lockdown. But it seems like it's not certain as far as where we go from here. But I do think we need to do some planning and think through how long do you think it's going to last, because it's important to plan for your operation. And I'd ask you a few questions. Are you ready? What do you think how long it's going to last? How long do you think we're going to have some operations that are disturbed to some extent like we are now? And I think it's important to also take a look to see, are we changing enough? Ask the question, are you changing enough? Because we've been in this COVID situation for several months, so we kind of get lulled into kind of a new normal a little bit. Because at first we were really shocked by the whole situation, by the concept of lockdown, but we tend to get a little complacent. I'd be thinking one of the options, or one of the ideas that I'd be thinking about for your operation would be, are we changing enough? Are we planning for the new normal? Are we planning for the new normal, or are we just getting by? That's really important to think about, because there's going to be some companies that thrive, right? And maybe your company is thriving. Some companies are really thriving right now. Some companies are doing horribly. Most are somewhere in the middle. As I said the other day, this year when we talk about how things are going this year for our clients, our scale is completely different than what it's been in the past. So if you're kind of keeping track, on track compared to where you were last year, I mean, you're in a fantastic place, right? So things have changed. Think about how you want to plan from here relative to what Google's saying. Google is saying another year of work from home. And I'd encourage you to think through with your leadership team, what are we thinking? And then how do we want to change? And the question I would have for you is, are you changing enough? Have a great day. Thanks for joining me.